And now, Internet Everything proudly presents Cinderella. It is based on the story of Cinderella, with a bit of a twist. Once upon a time, there was a young girl named Cinderella. Cinderella had 4 ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters named Nina, Isabella, Natalia, and Ella. Nina, Isabella, Natalia, and Ella made Cinderella do all the chores. Sweep the floors, wash the dishes, do it all, said Nina, Isabella, Natalia, and Ella all together. One day, the king of Nonuple messenger arrives and says, Hear ye, the king of Nonuple is going to throw a ball, and whoever has the most beautiful gown and crown shall marry his son, Prince Nonuple. But Cinderella is not welcome. Her stepsisters are. He's going to marry me, said Nina. Isabella said, No way, Nina! He's going to marry me! Natalia said, Both of you are wrong! He's going to marry me! Ella said, All 3 of you are wrong! He's going to marry me! Later, Cinderella is so sad about not going to the mall and marrying Prince Nonuple while doing chores. Suddenly, her fairy godmother arrives and asks Cinderella what's wrong by saying, Why are you crying, Cinderella? Cinderella responds, I can't go to the ball and marry Prince Nonuple, but I have lots of chores to be done. Cinderella's fairy godmother said, I can help with a bit of magic, and waves her magic wand. Because of that, Cinderella's chores are all done. But her fairy godmother is not done yet. She said, Cinderella, go fetch me a pumpkin and some mice. Luckily, Cinderella has 9 pumpkins and 18 mice. Cinderella's fairy godmother waves her magic wand again to tell her the 9 pumpkins into a hands-on coach, the 18 mice into horses, and Cinderella's rich clothes into a gown and crown. Cinderella said, I've never seen such a Nonuple-tastic gown, and get a load of my glass slippers. How can I ever thank you enough? Cinderella's fairy godmother said, Well, you can't. But have fun, Cinderella. But I would warn you, return home before midnight, or the spell will be broken, and everything will change back to the way it was before. Cinderella accepted the warning. Meanwhile, at the ball, Prince Nonuple was wondering who he should marry. He's walking towards me, said Nina, Isabella, Natalia, and Ella all together, but he's not walking towards any of them. He's walking towards Cinderella. May I have this dance? Asked Prince Nonuple. Cinderella responds, I would be delighted. Cinderella and Prince Nonuple dance happily together. But later, Cinderella realized it's almost midnight. So she scurried out of the ball, and she was running so fast that she lost one of her glass slippers. Prince Nonuple was so worried that he might never see Cinderella again. So he traveled all around Nonuple to find her, and brought the glass slipper with him. By the time he arrives, he knocks on the door of the home where Cinderella, Nina, Isabella, and Natalia and Ella lived. But instead of Cinderella, he finds Nina, Isabella, Natalia, and Ella. Prince Nonuple then said, Ladies, I have a favor to ask. Can any of you try on this glass slipper? Nina is first, but her foot is too big. Isabella is next, but her foot is too small. Natalie and Ella did the same thing, but none of their feet are the right size either. Suddenly, Prince Nonuple noticed Cinderella's sweet singing. Ah, the glass slipper fits! Cinderella gets so excited because she's happy to have Prince Nonuple back. And they both lived happily ever after. The end. Andrew's Doers, I hope you enjoyed this story. And if you want to see some sequels to Cinderella, something like that, etc., tell your friends about it. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share on Andrew Does Everything. And buy our merchandise too on AndrewDoesEverything.com. Take care. Bye. And now, for the 2763rd video special, Andrew Does Everything proudly presents 2763rella. It is based on the story of Cinderella. Let's tell you the story. Once upon a time, there lived a young girl named 2763rella. 2763rella had 28 ugly, mean stepsisters named Tina, Winona, Una, Tasha, Hannah, Ophelia, Uniqua, Sasha, Alana, Natalia, Dahlia, Sophia, Ella, Veronica, Erica, Nadina, Hilda, Uma, Nicola, Diana, Ramona, Estrella, Daphnia, Skyla, Isabella, Xavier, Tessa, Yadina, Therma, Herna, Rebecca, and the twins, Lara and Evangelina. Tina, Winona, Una, Tasha, Hannah, Ophelia, Uniqua, Sasha, Alana, Natalia, Dahlia, Sophia, Ella, Veronica, Erica, Nadina, Hilda, Uma, Nicola, Diana, Ramona, Estrella, Daphina, Skyla, Isabella, Xavier, Tessa, Yadina, Therma, Herda, Rebecca, Alara, and Evangelina made 2763rella do all the chores. Sweep the floors, wash the dishes, do it all, said Tina, Winona, Una, Tasha, Hannah, Ophelia, Uniqua, Sasha, Alana, Natalia, Dahlia, Sophia, Ella, Veronica, Erica, Nadina, Hilda, Uma, Nicola, Dina, Diana, Ramona, Estrella, Daphnia, Skyla, Isabella, Xavier, Tessa, Yadina, Firma, Herda, Rebecca, and Alara and Evangelina all together. One day, the king of Duamilitra Sexavigenta Sepulingham's messenger said, Hear ye, the king of Duamilitra Sexagenta Sepulingham's is going to throw a ball, and whoever has the most beautiful gown and crown shall marry his son, Prince Toba Ticola Super Sorting. But 2763rella is not welcome. Her stepsisters are. They argue over who will Prince Toby Ticola Super Sorting marry. Later, 2763rella is so sad, doing chores. Suddenly, her fairy godmother asks what's wrong. Why are you crying, 2763rella? 2763rella responds, I got chores to be done. I can't go to the ball and marry Prince Toby Tickle Super Sorting. 2,763 Rallas, his very godmother, said, I can help with a bit of magic. Her fairy godmother waves her magic wand, and then 2,763 Rella's chores are all done. But 2,763 Rella's fairy godmother is not done yet. She said, 2,763 Rella, go fetch me a pumpkin. Luckily, 2,763 Rella has 2,763 pumpkins. Her fairy godmother turns the 2,763 Rella pumpkins into a handsome coach drawn by 5,526 strong horses, and then 2,763 Rella's rear clothes rags into a gown and crown. 2,763 Rella said, I've never seen such a wonderful gown. And get a load of my glass slippers. 2,763 Rella's fairy godmother said, have fun, 2,763 Rella, but I would warn you. Return home before midnight, or the spell will be broken. 2,763 Rella accepted the warning. Meanwhile, at the ball, Prince Toby Tickle Super Sorting was wondering who he should marry. 2,763 Rella's stepsisters, let's say all together, he's walking towards me. But he's not. He's walking towards 2,763 Rella. 2,763 Rella, and Prince Toby Tickle Super Sorting dance happily together. But later, 2,763 Rella realized it's almost midnight, so she scurried out of the boss and ran so fast that she lost one of her glass slippers. Prince Toby Tickle Super Sorting was so worried, afraid that she might never see 2,763 Rella again. So he traveled around Dumilla 6 Jinto Septuplingham to find her, and brought the tiny glass slipper with him. He knocked on the door of the home where 2,763 Rella and her stepsisters lived, but instead of 2,763 Rella, he found her stepsisters. Prince Toby Tickle Super Sorting said, Ladies, I have a favor to ask. Can you try on this glass slipper? But unfortunately, none of their feet are the right size. Suddenly, Prince Toby Tickle Super Sorting noticed 2,763 Rella singing. 2,763 said, Prince Toby Tickle Super Sorting, is that you? He responded, Of course it's me. 2,763 Rella, you are from my father's ball. I love you. Will you marry me? And fortunately, the glass slipper fits. 2,763 Rella gets so excited because she's happy to have Prince Toby Tickle Super Sorting back. And they both lived happily ever after. The end. And maybe, Andrew's Doers, if you want to see some sequels, tell your friends about 2,763 Rella 2. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and watch more videos, etc. Take care, Andrew's Doers. Bye.